streaming, and phone deals. So bring in your bill to your local Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metric true score report dated 1H 2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
The weekend is here and we're starting off with a lot of sunshine. So go ahead with your outdoor plans. It will stay dry. 68 Albuquerque, 60 Santa Fe. Clear, quiet, and cool again tonight. 39 Albuquerque, 38 in Santa Fe. Sunday starts sunny with some increasing afternoon clouds. It will be warmer with highs climbing a few degrees. 72 Albuquerque, 68 Santa Fe. I'm meteorologist Olga Breeze for KOAT7.
At 11:07, Albuquerque's 55 degrees, Santa Fe 50 at 96.3 News Radio KKOB.
Good morning, New Mexico. How are you this morning? This is the Malloy a los Lunes Auto Show on the radio here on 96.3 News Radio KKOB. We're going to be talking about cars for the next hour-ish. Following us is going to be the football game, New Mexico and UNLV.
Be a good game.
Yeah. So if y'all are listening and y'all maybe made the trip to Las Vegas and you're listening to KKOB, however you listen to it, you're streaming us.
Streaming us on the internet or live streaming on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Jump onto YouTube and you can live stream KKOB, including the Malloy Los Lunes Auto Show on your radio. You can see my Ford hat that way. But this is the Malloy Los Lunes Auto Show. We've got a couple of things going on, and we've got a bunch to talk about. Man, we had just an awesome event last night. We're going to talk about in Socorro, and we've got a little game for y'all to play today. We're also going to be talking about some events going on at the dealership. This is sponsored by Malloy Ford, as you can tell by my hat, Malloy Chevrolet, Malloy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Malloy Commercial and Fleet Center, and our budget used car lot. Joining me this morning, as always, Todd Henry. Todd, how are you?
I'm great, guys. Happy Saturday.
Yes, sir. Todd was on the way up here looking at cars, and so that's all he does is look at cars. And of course, controlling this mess that we call a radio show is Jerry in the control booth. How are you, Jerry?
Doing well.
Doing good.
The Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah. Boys talking about that. So let's start the game. Here's the game. If y'all are tailgating, y'all want to start the party early, and you want to just knock it out all at one place, we think that you should play a little game where every time that we say the word Socorro, because we're going to be talking about Socorro, New Mexico, y'all should take a shot. Now, that's, of course, if you are at home or you're tailgating in the parking lot. Don't do that while you're driving, of course. But we're going to be talking about Socorro a lot today. Last night, we had our Truck or Treat event at the Socorro Rodeo Arena. And I got to tell you, there was so many. It was packed. There was just so many people. In fact, we had bought thousands of dollars worth of candy, and I ended up about 6 o'clock at the Walmart and John Brooks down in Socorro buying more.
All right.
Because it was crazy the amount of people that came out. Had a great time. We had costume contests. We were giving away stuff to people. It was just awesome, man.
That's good.
Yeah, we had it was really well supported. So we had a great event down there last night. But yeah, if you want to keep the party going, let's take a shot every time we say Socorro. I don't know. Where's my glass there, Jerry? But we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about, of course, Tech Corner coming up at the bottom of the hour. We will answer your tech questions. If you've got some tech questions, maybe took a road trip to UNLV and had a little car problem or had a car question, text those in 505-243-3333, 505-243-3333. We are also going to be talking about some of the deals going on this weekend. We've got a huge event going on this weekend, and I'm going to tell you some of that. We are also going to be talking about a little bit of EV talk, and not new EVs. We're going to be talking about some used EV questions that we got over the week. And then I wanted to give you a couple of updates on some parts availability and how that's going in our parts department. and also as far as the production of new cars. So there's a lot to talk about. But that event in Socorro yesterday, we started it on Friday in the morning, because what we did is we ended up taking about 65, 70 cars down to Socorro, and we put them right in the rodeo arena. And if you check out our Facebook or Instagram sites, you can see we did a bunch of videos with them yesterday, and we stacked out the rodeo arena with a bunch of used cars. And so we're having a used car rodeo sale down there. And last night was Truck or Treat, and that was just packed with people. It was awesome. People from all over, and they had a good time. We had a bunch of candy and costume contest. It was fantastic, and a lot of people looking at cars. So if you are, and you know what, I was listening to KKOB in Socorro while I was down there, crystal clear. Yeah, that's the blowtorch that is 96.3 News Radio KKOB all the way in Socorro.
Right.
Listening to the radio station down there. So if you're listening in Socorro, or you're in Magdalena, or you're in Alamo, or you're in Truth Consequences, wherever you are, if you're not playing the drinking game along with us, get in your car and get on down to the rodeo arena. And I got to tell you, Todd and I were talking on the way up. Maybe it was when we were at the dealership this morning. We were talking about that rodeo spot, because your son used to rodeo, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He was a bull rider.
And you've been to some events down there.
Many of them.
Yeah.
Many.
And you went before they made it nice.
Yeah. There was the arena would have been on the south end of town. And then what you showed were Aaron yesterday, it was awesome. I mean, they've turned that into a really nice place.
Yeah. I was talking to Steve, who's the facilities manager down there. And he was talking about some of the events. They had an event a couple months ago where they had like over 5,000 people.
Wow.
And flowing in and out. They've got a beautiful RV center down there, a little RV park if you want to park there, if you've got an event going on. Just a really nice facility. They've done a great job. And, we were down there a couple of years ago, and we were having a car rodeo just like this weekend. We had all the cars in the arena, and come Saturday, that Socorro wind came up, like 100-mile-an-hour freaking wind. And not a lot of people like to look at cars when it's really windy.
Yeah.
But now they've dropped the walls down. They've still got a great view of the mountains, but now they've got a wall there, which is perfect. But that's a beautiful facility down there. So if you're in Socorro, again, Magdalena, Truth or Consequences, Mountain Air, wherever you are, you need to get over to the Socorro Rodeo Arena today, because we've got still about 56, 57 cars left that are sitting there in the arena. They're all rodeo sale priced. We have got used cars starting as low as $9,900, and just a great selection. In fact, we took a few more down this morning that had just come through our inspection process. And a lot of these cars are safety inspected. And so they're specially priced. They're coming out of our budget center. So they go through a safety inspection, and that safety inspection, Todd, I mean, we're talking about, what do we look at?
Brakes and everything that's brakes, turn signals, headlights, stopping, starting, we go through all of it anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we do a pretty thorough inspection on them. And so when we say safety inspection, we actually go through all the whole car.
Yeah. And, the same techs that do our normal warranty inspections and those kind of things, do our safety inspections. So we want to make sure that you get a car that's good. But I got to tell you, if you're within the sound of my voice, you need to get on down to Socorro, because it is going on. All the people there last night, we were just having a great time. Oh, I was like, what is Jerry? What's that noise? Now I got it. It's the drinking game. So far, I think we're about 25 shots.
Yeah, I'm glad we are drinking.
I
wouldn't be able to talk right now.
What the heck are you doing to me, Jerry? Now I understand. So anyway, if you anywhere of Valencia County, Belen, South Belen, now we've got a lot of those same deals going on in Los Lunas. So we won't play the Los Lunas drinking game today. But if you're looking for a vehicle, no matter where you are, if you are looking for a vehicle, you need to come down this weekend. We're kind of treating it as October 32nd and October 33rd this weekend. So all the big, huge deals that we had running in October run this weekend. We drove up today. I've been driving. I jumped in a Ford. What am I driving? An Explorer. Explorer. Yeah. Couldn't remember. The ST Ford Explorer. I jumped in one to go back and forth to Socorro a little bit. We drove that up today. And I was telling Todd on the way up, we talked about Blue Cruise before on the show.
Yeah.
So Blue Cruise is your hands-free driving assist that Ford offers, kind of like Super Cruise with Chevy. And so I was driving back and forth to Socorro. That Blue Cruise, that's the way to go.
Yeah,
man, set your speed limit and just go. You still got to pay attention to the road, but that's the perfect drive for Blue Cruise.
That makes it nice.
Yeah, if you drive back and forth to Socorro or Magdalena or wherever, and you've got Blue Cruise on your ride, that is a sweet thing to have. Yeah. So we drove up in the ST Explorer this morning. Beautiful.
Very nice.
And that ST model's got the 3-liter EcoBoost and a lot of power. It's really, really nice. So if you're looking for a deal, all the deals that we were running in October run through this weekend. All the rebates, including the special financing, the 3.9 for 72 on you name it. I mean, Silverado, Ram, F-150s. If you're looking for an SUV like the Explorer, huge deals. So if you are looking for a vehicle in New Mexico, either go to Los Lunas or go on down to the rodeo sale in I didn't say it. Y'all had your glasses ready, didn't you? I got you. But if you go to the rodeo fairgrounds there in Socorro, there you go. And I got to tell you, this is the weekend, man. If you're looking for a vehicle, this is the weekend. And good news, thanks to everybody that came out last night, but thanks to all of our customers too, because I got to tell you, I got to take a break here in a second, but I just want to say thank you to everybody. Our Ford store was one of the few stores in the West that actually hit their new car goal. They had just an awesome month. Chevy had a good month. I want to thank all of the customers that were taking part of that last month, because we really, really, just came down and took advantage of all of those deals. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk about some used car EV questions. We're also going to talk a little bit about some of the supply chain questions that have come up to us in the past few weeks. But we're going to do all of that when we come back on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio on 96.3 News Radio KKOB.
Are you ready for a new Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, or Ram? There's only one location where you can choose from the top American brands, Malloy Los Lunas. And if you're ready for savings, check out this 2018 Kia Soul, sale priced at $12,998, or a 2019 Chrysler Pacifica, sale priced at $18,990, or a 2019 Nissan Rogue, sale priced at $17,655. If you need a new car, Malloy Los Lunas is ready for you. Call today, 505-451-0714, or visit MalloyLosLunas.com. CD 25245BD 25022 ACP 08958. Not including tax license. 3950 dealer service transfer fee. CD dealer.
Hey guys, Eric Strauss here with Janelle from Harris Jewelers. 'Tis the season for stunning Antwerp diamonds at Harris Jewelers. But Janelle, what makes this year extra special?
Well, Eric, this year we're bringing Antwerp right to Rio Rancho. You'll get to hand select your own gorgeous diamond, just like we do when we visit Belgium, the diamond capital of the world. And when you book an appointment, you'll receive a free diamond grading kit.
Amazing. When is this?
It's happening November 5th through the 8th. And don't forget, with our 12-month interest-free financing, you can get the diamond of your dreams now. So swing by Harris Jewelers to learn more.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody. Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Cynthia and Ed.
My mother was always very active and independent, and she was familiar with her neighborhood. But one day, out of the blue, she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn or just stay at the stop sign. She wasn't even really sure where she was at. She was very concerned. It was very unsettling for her.
It's important for you to talk to someone about it, to bring the family in on it. I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
There's an app for that. Yeah, we know. For the best streaming experience, download the KKOB app in the iTunes or Google Play Store.
We are back on the Malloy a Los Lunes Auto Show on your radio, sponsored by Malloy Ford, Malloy Chevrolet, Malloy Chrysler, Jeep Dodge Ram, Malloy Commercial, and the Budget Used Car Center. All in Los Lunes and also in, are you ready, Granny Joe? Granny Joe just texted. She texted us and said, since she's driving, she's going to take a shot of prune juice every time we say Socorro. If you are tuning in to hear football, that is coming up after us. So hang loose, listen to some car talk, and then you'll be able to hear UNM versus UNLV. Hey, I think that if they win today, they're bowl eligible, right? So New Mexico would qualify for a bowl game.
Is that worth a howl?
Probably.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because everybody's a Lobo, right?
Woof, woof,
woof, woof, woof. So, yeah, we've got that going on right after, immediately following this awesome show that you've tuned into and found. Surprise, surprise, we're talking about cars, and this is the Malloy Los Lunes Auto Show. And we are also in Socorro this weekend, having a huge rodeo sale at the rodeo sports and what do they call it? The rodeo fairground and sports. And that's huge. They got soccer fields out there. They're putting in baseball diamonds. Just a crazy thing in Socorro. Yeah. And so if you are looking for a vehicle, get down to Socorro, get to Los Lunes, do something, but let's make a deal this weekend. I wanted to talk a little bit because there's some questions that have come up. You know, we've been talking about EVs now for a couple of years, electric vehicles and regulations, none of that matters. But there's a lot of electric vehicles now that are coming into the used car market because more and more people have bought them. So there's a lot of questions about how do I look for a used electric vehicle? Because it is a little bit different, because there are certain things that you want to look out for in a used electric vehicle that are a little bit different than if you're looking for a gas model.
Oh, yeah.
You know, one of the things that a lot of people look for in a used vehicle is mileage, right? Low miles. Hey, I only want 20,000 miles or whatever. And so if you find a car, you know, Todd's got a car sitting in our shop drive right now that it's his car, but we were doing a little work on it. And he's got what year is your car?
It's 97.
97. And it's got how many miles?
24,000.
24,000 miles. So it's a 97 with 24,000 miles. That's an awesome, awesome used car in the gas world.
Yes.
Because, you know, it doesn't matter. The less miles are better. In an electric vehicle, that's actually a little bit different because there is something in an electric vehicle called battery degradation. Mm-hmm. And so the battery, as it ages, regardless of how much it has been used, does not hold as much capacity.
Correct.
So, you know, you find, not that there was a 97 electric vehicle, but if you found a 97 with those kind of miles, you would still need to be concerned with how the battery was, because there's a degradation factor there. So, you know, whether it's used or not used, that battery still doesn't have as much capacity. So what you're looking for in an electric vehicle that's a used electric vehicle, of course, low miles are always good. I mean, that way you're, the lower the miles, the better the brakes, the other things. But there are some things that you want to look for. You can look for on some of the vehicles, like let's say the Bolt that I have, the Chevrolet Bolt. It's an older model, and there was a recall on that battery. So some of the things that you want to investigate are, were the certain recalls and updates that were necessary done on that vehicle? Because if you have one of those vehicles and it does not have that recall done, like a recall where they replace the whole battery, then that's up to you. And sometimes those batteries are hard to get. We're going to get into supply chains. So there are certain things that you want to look for when you are looking at an electric vehicle that is used. And the normal things, normal wear and tear. But you also just want to look at the overall condition. You want to look at the tires. You also want to make sure that all of those updates and everything are done on the vehicle. So if you do buy from a third party, let's say you buy it off a wherever, Facebook Marketplace. If you buy something that's a Ford, a Chevrolet, or even like the Dodge Charger or one of the hybrids and the Jeep model, bring it to us so that we can do those updates.
Yeah.
Because those software updates are super important.
Yeah, there's a lot out there too that still need them.
Yeah. So just make sure that when you're looking at a used electric vehicle, that you make sure that all of that stuff is done. And if you do purchase one and it doesn't come from us, I don't know why you would do that. But if you did do that, then you can bring it to us and we can go through it and make sure that all of those updates are happening. So, Todd, there was a question that I got on the email this week. And again, if you've got a question, a car question, it is info, INFO, at MalloyJeep.com, or you can text it just like Granny Joe did to 505-243-3333 while we're on the air. But one of the questions that I got on our info at MalloyJeep.com was parts availability. Specifically, they were asking about parts availability, like on a couple of the recalls.
Yeah.
So that's improved, hasn't it?
It has. I mean, we still wait a little bit on them, but it's getting a lot better.
Yeah,
it really is.
A couple, even as late as last year, even the first part of this year, there were some big supply chain delays. Throttle bodies, valve bodies,
DPF filters, mostly a lot of emission, and then a lot of powertrain too.
Yeah. So a lot of those have improved, but that's the other thing. If you're looking at a used vehicle, you want to make sure that all the recalls are done and that those recalls can be performed. There are some recalls without fixes that you may not want to purchase that vehicle. That's why every vehicle that we sell, every used vehicle, comes with a recall report. If it's got a recall, was it done? And then also, does it have a recall that does not have a fix, so that you can decide, I want to purchase that car, or no, I want to purchase something else. So if you are looking at a used vehicle, gas or electric, always make sure that you look at the history. Pull the Carfax, pull the auto check, and then look at the recall history. And you can come to us and we can pull that recall history and say if there's any open recalls. You can also check, there's safercar.gov is a website that you can check that has all the recalls listed. You just put in the VIN and it pulls them up. So if you are looking at a used vehicle, that's an important thing to consider. What kind of recalls are out there on those vehicles? And again, if you are looking for a vehicle, I know it's been a while since we've said it, get down to Los Lunas today. We are having huge deals. This is October 32nd today. That is the date, and tomorrow is October 33rd. All of the deals that ran in October are still going to apply. So special financing, huge rebates. I mean, just unbelievable deals you can still get this weekend. And you can go to Socorro. Drink up, baby.
Here we go again.
You can get down to Socorro for our rodeo sale, which is blowing used cars out. Just crazy deals. Get on down there and check those out. We will be down there through the end of today And then we're also down in Socorro and at the dealerships in Los Lunas tomorrow from 11 to 5. So if you're looking for a vehicle, you've got this weekend to shop. Sober on up, get on down to Los Lunas, get on down to Socorro, and let's go. But when we come back, our favorite time of the day is Tech Corner.
There we go.
We're going to be running some tech questions. We got some really good questions to cover. If you've got a question, 505-243-3333. There's still time to get them in. And we're going to take a little break and be back on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on 96.3 News Radio, KKOB.
Are you ready for a new Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, or Ram? There's only one location where you can choose from the top American brands, Malloy Los Lunas. And if you're ready for savings, check out this 2018 Kia Soul, sale priced at $12,998, or a 2019 Chrysler Pacifica, sale priced $18,990, or a 2019 Nissan Rogue, sale priced at $17,655. If you need a new car, Malloy Los Lunas is ready for you. Call today, 505-451-0714, or visit MalloyLosLunas.com. CD 25245BD 25022 ACP 08958. Not including tax license. 3950 dealer service transfer fee. CD for
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage New Mexico can count on.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/Mike.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, max out your savings. The more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on any smart bed with base. Limited time. Check it out at a Sleep Number store near you or at sleepnumber.com today.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Reset your preset with crystal clear sound. 96.3 News Radio KKOB. Depend on it.
We are back, and it is Tech Corner on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio. And if you are tuning in to hear UNLV versus New Mexico, we're coming up here in just about a half hour on your pregame show. So just hang out with us. We're going to be playing football here in a little bit. But we've got our most popular segment of the week. It is Tech Corner, and we've got some tech questions. And if you've got a tech question, 505-243-3333, we might run this, depending on how many questions we get, we might run it till the end of the hour.
All right.
But we've got some good questions. I've got a couple of EV questions that Todd won't know the answer to, but I will. And we've got a lot of gas questions that Todd will know the answer to, and I will not know the answer. That's how we play this game.
Yes, we do.
Again, if you're looking for a vehicle, this is the weekend to purchase a vehicle. If you got tech problems with your vehicle, trade that thing in, would you? Just come on down to either Los Lunas or Socorro. go to the rodeo arena down there and trade it in down there. Come to Los Lunas and trade it in on something with no tech questions. But if you've got a tech question, we've got some that came in on the info@malloyjeep.com line. And we are going to be looking at these right now. I'm going to cover this EV question first. And I'll ask Todd, but he'll defer to me.
I'm sure I will.
No, he might know the answer. I just kid with Todd. Todd knows all about EVs too.
Yeah.
Okay, this is on a 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E all-wheel drive, right just over 40,000 miles. It says that the regenerative braking seems weaker than it used to be. When I ease off the throttle, there's less deceleration than before. Any ideas?
That's something you might have to answer, Dennis. But I mean, regenerative braking. I mean, you can actually hear it when it's working. It makes a whining noise. But maybe something's wearing in that part of the hub or something.
Could be. So let's back up here, and we'll answer this for non-EV. Regenerative braking is a pretty simple process. Every time that you put the brakes on, it tries to capture energy from the momentum in the wheels. So it tries to filter energy back in to help keep the battery charged. So every time you brake, that's why they, like in heavy traffic, city driving, those kind of things, that's where EVs really shine. Same with hybrids. But in this case, what they're talking about is actually called one pedal drive. One pedal drive is I don't actually always have to put my foot on the brake to slow the car down. One pedal drive is a setting that you can put your electric vehicle on, that as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator, it automatically starts an aggressive regenerative process that slows the car down. And so one pedal drive, I use it all the time in the Bolt. You don't always have to use the brake to stop the car. And one of the reasons that it could be less than it may seem like before is, again, we go back to those updates. There's a lot of processes and computer systems that work on that process, and they may have an update. So what you may want to check is you may want to bring the Mach 1 or the Mach-E in and let us check the software updates to make sure that they've happened, because a lot of times they will have an update, and if you don't do the update, then it's not as aggressive as it used to be.
I think you can set that to you can adjust that too.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
And so if you've got that, it could be something in the braking system itself. It could also just be a software update.
Yeah.
So I would recommend bringing the Mach-E in. Let us hook it up, make sure that everything's updated. A lot of those vehicles do over-the-air updates, so you don't have to bring the vehicle in. But there are some updates that we need to do.
And when you do those over-the-air updates, accept it.
Yes.
Because it won't update until you get out of it and it sits for a couple of minutes, and then it'll update.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you're going to be bringing it in, and we'll have 3 hours worth of updates to do, and you'll be sitting there waiting for your vehicle. But we can do those. But
I just had one on the Silverado.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And it said, it takes about 15 minutes, and it does it as soon as you turn the vehicle off. It runs through its process and updates. Okay. So bring that one into us. But that would probably be my first solution on that, is let's check the updates. We've got a 2014 Ford Escape. Ford Escape owner, if you're listening to this, bring this thing to us, because you got 110,000 miles on it, which is awesome.
It's done well.
It's done well. Time to trade that thing in during our Truck or Treat rodeo sale. But here's the question. It's got the 2-liter EcoBoost. Fuel economy dropped from 27 to 22. No lights, no misfires. What might cause that?
First question I would ask is, has it had a tune-up? The maintenance on it. Usually they're good. The plugs are good for 100,000 miles. So I would start with a tune-up, and then let us plug into it and check everything out. Take a look at everything.
What are some of the things that do contribute to fuel economy?
Well, injectors could be not performing the way that they usually do, and you can do an injector clean, flush, and so there's a few things to the fuel system we can clean and get it back to new. But there's a lot of we just did one the other day with spark plugs. There was no electrodes on it, and they were getting 13 miles a gallon, and They had 150,000 miles on the car, and we replaced the plugs and air filter and just went through the vehicle out of maintenance, and it brought it right back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a lot of things that factor into that. So, but for such an unusual jump, first, good to you for tracking your gas mileage. I
Yes.
didn't know anybody does that anymore. They're probably just looking at the gauge. It's probably telling them. Because I remember my dad used to have like a book, right? He used to have a book in the freaking car. Every time we'd stop and get gas, he would write that down and say, "Okay, here's the mileage." And I'd be like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, this is how you track your mileage, son." Okay.
I'm not gonna say I haven't done that either years ago, but it's an easy way to do it.
Yeah.
You can test your computer too on your newer car.
Yeah.
If it's really getting that mileage that it's saying it's getting.
Yep. But yeah, that's what my dad used to do. He used to write all that stuff down.
Yep.
Okay, this is okay. How about this? A 2023 Nissan Rogue 1.5 with only 12,000 miles. I know what the answer to this question is going to be, but I'll ask it. At low speeds, I hear a distinct metallic click, 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 under the hood when in drive, especially turning. So a metallic click under the hood. What could that be?
What first brings it up to me is it could be a CV shaft.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking, it could be a CV shaft when you're turning, because it puts a bind on the knuckle. But with 12,000 miles, not unless something was defective.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty. It's new. It's only had 2 oil changes, so there's a few things that could make that sound.
Okay.
We could get into pulsation from the evaps, or there could be a few different noises that make that.
Yeah. My suggestion would be, even though I love telling people to come to Los Lunas, I would say go to the Nissan store.
Yeah.
You get 12,000 miles, it's going to be covered. Yeah. But CV might be.
It could be. And I've seen some that are defective. And I mean, it does happen, but, there's a majority of them don't, but it does happen.
Yeah. So how about we go to this one? Wow. I don't know if this is a hard one. Okay. It's a 2013 Honda Accord, 2.4 liter. 145,000 miles. Y'all need to bring your cars in. I tell you what, we saw we were doing an appraisal yesterday in Socorro.
There we go.
There we go, baby. We were appraising a car down there yesterday. So it's a 2018 Ford F-150, 245,000 miles.
Wow.
I asked the guy, I was like, "Bro, you ever turn this thing off?" And I guess they drive back and forth to California all the time. I was like, that is impressive.
Yeah.
So anyway, y'all need to trade those things in. Get on down to Los Lunas today. Come on, get you a new car. But if we can't answer this question, y'all need to come down and get a new car, and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll play with it. Okay, so where were we? 145,000 miles on a Honda Accord. Engine runs fine, but during highway cruise, okay, so this is like cruise control.
Okay.
So between 65 and 70, the speed fluctuates 5 or 6 miles an hour without changing the throttle.
That year, it could be something in and I'm not sure how Honda does. It's got to be electronic, but it could be something going on with the transducer or something in the cruise control with no engine lights or anything. So, but yeah, there's something going on with the cruise control unit.
Yeah. Some of those are tied in like to the vacuum system too, right?
Yeah, the older ones had that transducer with a vacuum, and it'll vary, and you get higher mileage on it, and your vacuum starts to drop a little bit, and it could be doing that. But that year with that VTEC motor, it may be an electronic. It could be something going on with the cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so yeah, it's probably something, and we'll take a look at it. Get on down there.
Yeah.
Service departments. We had our mobile team down at the rodeo sale.
Oh, good.
Yesterday, and they were looking at some vehicles, and it was cool.
Yeah.
We've got our mobile service from Ford, and they do a great job.
Yeah,
man. They really do. But they looked at a couple of cars. But whether it's mobile or whether you come into the dealership, let us take a look at it. We'll try and figure it out. But it could be something like Todd said. That was my first thought, was sometimes maybe a vacuum leak, a little bit of a vacuum leak.
Have a leak. And then, like I say, when they get older, they start to lose it a little bit.
So when we come back, we're going to take a little break. And then when we come back, we are going to finish up with a couple more tech questions and roll on into some UNM football, baby. But we're going to do that all on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on 96.3 News Radio, KKOB.
Are you ready for a new Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, or Ram? There's only one location where you can choose from the top American brands, Malloy Los Lunas. And if you're ready for savings, check out this 2018 Kia Soul, sale priced at $12,998, or a 2019 Chrysler Pacifica, sale priced $18,990, or a 2019 Nissan Rogue, sale priced at $17,655. If you need a new car, Malloy Los Lunas is ready for you. Call today, 505-451-0714, or visit MalloyLosLunas.com. CD 25245BD 25022 ACP 08958, not including tax license, 39950, dealer service transfer fee, CD profit.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
This Thanksgiving, leave the cooking and the dishes to us. At Tucano's Brazilian Grill, you'll enjoy all your Tucano's favorites, plus traditional Thanksgiving fare, including turkey, seasoned stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, candied yams, and pumpkin pie. Prefer to enjoy Thanksgiving at home? Order ahead online and pick up one of Tucano's Feast-to-Go meal packages. Whether it's friends, family, or just you and your appetite, Tucano's brings the flavor and fun to your Thanksgiving. Reserve your table now or order online at tucanos.com.
Albuquerque's station for news, weather, and traffic. 96.3 News Radio KKOB. Depend on it.
Welcome on back to the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio, sponsored by Malloy Ford, Malloy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Malloy Chevrolet, Malloy Commercial and Fleet Center, and the Malloy Budget Used Car Center.
That Fleet area's got a lot of vehicles there.
Fleet area's got a lot of vehicles, too many vehicles. Come on down to Los Lunas today, and we will make some room on our lots because we are packed with vehicles. I mean, we're starting to get in 2026s. We've got a lot of 2026s in. So we are eliminating 2025s. If you're looking for a vehicle and you're looking for a deal, get on down to Los Lunas today. It doesn't matter. Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. Get on down there. And if you're looking for a used vehicle, we have got our rodeo sale going on, and that is spectacular. We have got the used car center is just blowing up with cars. We've got cars priced as low as $9,900. And hey, Jerry, we're not streaming. The YouTube people are yelling at me. The YouTube people are texting me saying, hey, what's going on? I can't see your beautiful face.
I got one job, and that's to push a button. One job.
They just wanted to see the hat. That's all they wanted. They
It's
wanted
a
to see my
Ford hat.
They wanted to
Well,
see my
Ford Performance.
Ford Performance, which they changed that name.
Oh.
And so now I got to get a new hat.
Or you need to keep that as a classic.
Maybe.
There you go.
Yeah. Because it used to be Ford Racing, and then it went to
Okay.
Ford Performance, and then they said, we should go back to Ford Racing. So now it's Ford Racing again. Speaking of which, this weekend's the final race for NASCAR.
Yeah.
They finished up the Truck Series last night. They finished up. We won't talk about who won. And then they're doing the Busch Series, or the I still call it the Busch Series.
That's what I think it is.
What is it? The Xfinity Series is
Yeah.
today, and then which is turning into. Is it Napa, or it's a parts? It's going to be a parts name now.
Yeah.
And then of course the Cup race is tomorrow in Phoenix. If you are listening here for the football game, it's coming up here in just a second. Don't worry, you found the right channel. There's going to be some football on, but we're going to talk about cars for another minute or so. Hey, listen, we've got a couple more tech questions. One I wanted to get to. We're going to test your Volkswagen knowledge, Todd. It's 2019 Volkswagen Jetta, 1.4 liter turbo with not bad miles, 45,000 miles.
Yeah.
But the check engine light comes on occasionally. There's a code PO302, which I guess they put in your cylinder 2 misfire.
Yes, it is.
But when I pull the plug, it looks okay. What might be the cause?
Well, it could be a coil. So, and I'll let you in on something. So the best way to do it is move the coil, or if there's a wire from that to the plug, move the coil to another cylinder and see if it follows it. And if you get a P0303, then the coil's been fossil, the coil's bad.
Oh, there you go. Your car tip of the day right there, baby.
Yeah.
So that would probably be the first place to start.
Yeah, I do a plug in a coil.
Yeah.
Take it to a different cylinder and see if it follows that misfire,
Okay.
follows it, and you'll know what you need to replace.
All right. Hey, there was one other that I wanted to cover. This is on a 2018 Chevrolet Traverse. Got 3.6 in it. So V6, 3.6. Yeah, really good motor. 80,000 miles. And when the AC, well, you don't have to worry about this question. You don't need the AC anymore. When the AC is on high and they stop, like at a stoplight or wherever, the engine, sometimes the RPM on the dash shows it drops to almost nothing, like 400 RPM, and almost stalls. When it's moving, it's fine. What would be the first thing to check?
Well, in the AC compressor wise, I'd be looking at, because the computer will automatically adjust it when you turn the AC on. It usually goes up 300-400 RPM, keep it up. But there could be something going on with the AC. Could have some type of a vacuum leak too.
Okay. So our answer is bring it on into Malloy
Yes.
Chevrolet in Los Lunas, and we will check it out for you. So listen, we are ending up a little bit early today because the football game's coming on. Good luck to UNM.
Yeah.
Again, if they win, I do believe that qualifies them for a bowl, which would be the first time in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So go on and do that. They're already won 2 in a row, so this will be number 3 in a row. So do that, but get on down to Socorro. If you are anywhere close to Socorro, South Belen, anywhere down there, get to Socorro for the rodeo sale. It's going on at the rodeo arena. All the cars are inside in the rodeo grounds. Just go pull on up there. There's huge deals. If you're near Los Lunas, get to Los Lunas. Go to Malloy Ford. They've got deals on everything. F-150s. We're blowing out 2015s or 2015s. I missed a decade there. 2025s to make room for the 26s that are coming. They've got huge deals on the Explorers like the one we're driving today. Chevrolet Silverado. This is the last. Again, this is October 32nd, and this is the last one of the last days of truck month for Chevy. They've got huge Chevy deals. If you're looking for a deal on a Silverado, get on down there. And then Ram, forget about it. They're going crazy. They've lost their minds. $8,000 off of Ram, 0% financing. They have just absolutely lost their minds. So get down there and take advantage of those October deals, which run, through the weekend. If you're looking for a used car, new car, truck, van, SUV, just whatever you're looking for. Get on down there. If you're looking for an electric vehicle, we just got in a Chevrolet Equinox EV, which we hadn't had in a while because we kind of sold out of them. So we've got the Equinox EV, we've got the Ford Mach-E. So if you're looking for a vehicle, Los Lunas or glasses up, Socorro is the place to be this weekend. We've got our rodeo sale going on. And again, thank you to everybody that came out last night. There were so many people that came out dressed up, ready to get some candy. I mean, it was awesome. If you're looking for a vehicle, get on down there, take advantage of that. And if you get in Los Lunas, get there to the new cars. I mean, if you're looking for a vehicle, this is the time right now. October 32nd. Tomorrow's the 33rd. Get on down to Los Lunas and let's make it happen. Again, good luck, Lobos. Let's go win another game. Let's have a super game today. I hope y'all enjoy it. And once that game's over, come see us. And we'll be open tomorrow, too, in Los Lunas and Socorro. So this is Dennis on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio on 96.3 News Radio KKOB.